Ow. Found out yesterday. Nice. So when do you start? I accepted it today. Nice. No, it happened again. Alright, the middle of the pillar. This is what happens when I get excited. This game demands, like, unless you're a pro, it demands your very essence to be 100% focused. Now? 1. November 1st. Ah, okay. So you got your 2 weeks notice for the old yen job. Gonna hop, gonna hop, gonna hop. Good, 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 good. Come here, let me whip you! Wow. No, I gave my notice on Monday. Because I have tomorrow off. Nice! Now you'll have the new yen schedule. I think this is correct. You now have the rib of Dracula. I think if I equip it, I get a shield. Yes. I will save yet again. And I actually think it's beneficial for me to fall, but... yeah, I have to fall, actually. Now I can fall. It was a... oh, God! We're just gonna go back in time. That totally didn't happen. No one saw me fall to my death. Nobody. I did it again! What am I, a glutton for punishment? Alright, I'm just gonna walk. Did I mention this game is stupidly hard? It's easier than the first one, but it's still so hard. Alright. There we go. All I had to do was focus. Okay, now I can talk to you some more again. Yes. So, now that you're... I could have sworn there was an invisible wall there. You know what? For science. Wasn't there? I guess not. Well, we try this again. I'm not probably gonna get the good ending, but I'm gonna try my best. Yes. So what are you gonna do to celebrate? Your new acceptance of your job 2.0. And have you already celebrated? Like we pop champagne? Is this why you read? I don't know. I'm gonna join you in reading this weekend. I was gonna buy more clothes. I want to book a flight to Philly. Ooh, you're gonna go back? I want to eat my favorite restaurants. The Yen Boys Choice Restaurants. But yes, going back to East Coast. You did tell me you had a lot of fun. And you're living life right now, so... as more and more people get vaccinated and, you know... traveling measures become slightly easier for everybody. Yeah, I say do it. I have family on the East Coast. You never know. Oh god, the bat's gonna kill me. Maybe one day, unknowest to us, when I'm visiting there and you're visiting there. Me for family, you for leisure. I don't know how I'm gonna live, but I'm gonna try. We might run into each other. My brain stops when I play this game. Oh god. Oh god. But a new outfit sounds nice. Outfit, a flight. It'd be really good to get some health right about now. Oh god! The sad thing is, I don't think there is any more health I can get. Damn it, there's more spiders. Oh man. Well, time to reload the save. I can get hit once and only once, unless I find health. Yes, but so far, how much have you read from Death Stranding? So I know how much I should read this weekend. I'll have time. My doctor's telling me I gotta go easy on my eyes, so I haven't made the announcement yet. But I might cut back my streaming by a day just for a temporary, like a month or something. My eyes are like, normally they shouldn't have this. And I'm like, but because you're young, you can recover. I'm like, oh, what do I have to do? And they're like, sleep. And I'm like, sleep? And they're like, yes, sleep. And I'm like, what else should I do? And they're like, eat. I'm like, I love to eat healthy. And I'm like, what else should I do? And they were like, take medication. And I was like, okay. I was expecting that one. No, the web! Sleep pact! It's for the benefit of my health. Never done the pact. Never done the pact. What's wrong with your eyes? Apparently when I blink, my eyelids are not like, there's like an oil that your eyes produce, and my eyes are either not producing it, or it's like, oh god! I'm gonna pause. There we go. This will solve that. My eyes are either not producing it, or like the glands that make it are like blocked, or like, I don't know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Something's like blocking it. It's not a healthy oil. It's coming in very, yeah, unhealthily. So my eyes are like getting super dry, and it's aggravating, and it's like just making the problem. The pain that I'm experiencing is like being exacerbated because my eyes are not producing the oils to keep them like silky smooth. So I'm taking medication to help. I'm changing my diet to help. I'm getting more rest to help. And my doctor, she was like, you better stop blinking. And I'm like, oh my god, I never blink. So now I'm like, I take regular blink breaks. And I just blink for like a good 30 seconds to a minute if I have the time. About as often as I can. Like usually once an hour. But yeah, it's a lot less than that, but stop blinking. No, I gotta blink more. When you blink, that's the glands in your eyes will secrete the oil. That's like, in order to do it, you have to blink, so. So I have to start blinking more. For some strange reason, I never blink. But yeah, so I just like, it's not a huge problem right now, but it's like, because I'm so young, that's like, okay, you can easily bounce back from that. So I'm just trying some things. Hopefully I should get better. I have to go back in like 2 months. It's like, I have to, my new diet, sleep routine, medicine, with those 3 combinations, and remembering to blink more often, there should have been like some progress made by December. If not, then we go to the drastic routes and maybe surgery, but it doesn't look like that, but I do, like, I have to start doing things now or I'm really gonna mess up my eyes later. So, yeah, that's what's going on with me. So I haven't made the announcement of the stream, but I'm probably gonna drop a day just to like focus on getting rest, because I've been getting like 5 hours of sleep consistently, and I haven't been blinking, and I haven't been eating healthy, and I've been running, but I haven't been eating. My legs are in phenomenal shape. My eyes, not so much. So yeah, so that's what's going on with me, but I am looking forward to reading. I think that's what I'll do with my new day off. That'll be my reading day, so I can catch up with you. I plan to start this weekend, of course. But yeah, gotta watch my eyes. Be very careful. We only have limited we weren't built to last, so we gotta make good use of the time we got. But, yeah, that's my little check-in. So I'm gonna start having to do blink breaks. Oh god, the spider! The Blink Olympics. I'm gonna be number 1. I'm gonna get the gold medal for USA. 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 I don't know why I immediately thought of like a staring contest, but in the Olympics. That's like, you're not blinking. The number 1 thing he's good at is destroying his body. He's sacrificing himself for America. And give up his eyes, his good eyes. He uses those to play video games and to read. Huh, I thought I missed my jump! Oh god. So yeah. I kind of felt like something else happened. Oh no! Spiders, spooky spiders. Hey, yeah. Aw. I don't know why I hesitated so long. I'm gonna go down here. Hope to God that it's daytime soon. Pray to God. There's a priest here. Oh, oh. Oh. Tough video game is tough. Tough video game is tough. Oh, thank God. I don't think there's anything here that can kill me, but yeah. Oh no. I took a wrong, no! Alright, now I know it wasn't that way. I'm supposed to go up. That's to another dungeon, I'm sure. Stupid bat. You trying to kill me on stream? But yes. In fact, if I can make it to where I need to go, we can test something out. We're working on certain modifications, we'll say. Things for the stream. I fear the difficulty. Yes, but to go back to Death Stranding. How are you enjoying the first chapter? How much have you read? I know I asked you to wait for me, and I promise this weekend is finally my time. Our time has come, young boy. It's pretty good. Nice. I don't want to completely like. I'm checking the synopsis, the summaries of said book online. It seems to be the novelization of the game, and I beat the game, so I'm pretty sure it's spoiled for me, but it's like, if it's like a novelization of Star Wars movies, then there's like a whole bunch of like character narration to give depth to like certain scenes that are in the game, so I'll still get... It's still very much worth my time to like... I'm not like... It would never be a waste of time to read with you. I'm just saying, even for someone like me who's already beat Death Stranding, there's a lot for me to gain by reading. So I'm looking forward to it. I miss that game so much. Good action writing. Ah. I'll have to see. That game makes me cry. Death Stranding me. Oh god! Let's hold on. This is a good time to try this. See if this worked. I want my pain to mean something. It has to be worth something. Let's try this. Let's... Novelization. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is how it happens. I should have saved. Right there's where I should have saved. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. There should be audio, which is good, that now that I know it's not here, but there should be audio. I wonder if I do this. I might have to fix this. It's in beta, now I know. Okay. So for some strange reason, things refuse to, you know what? Before I load back, I need to see if there's a priest. Pretty sure there is one. But Death Stranding was a very... That was a game that I played at the right time. Right when COVID, like, was on the cusp of becoming a thing. That game was all about isolation and just, like, literally reconnecting America. I should stop. I didn't spoil things for you. Maybe I should talk about it. Let's just say the themes are very integral to today's world. Even though I haven't read the first opening monologues, but... Oh no! Oh, okay. Thank God. I thought I was gonna kill myself again. Okay, there is no priest. But how do I... Maybe I should not talk about Death Stranding with you until after we're done reading. I don't know. The characters are good. They're very interesting. Hideo Kojima has always made interesting characters. That's like his thing. It's a little convoluted how the story works, but that's like all his games. They have like super mega threads. You gotta get that meme where like all the strings, like, and this connects to this, and you see this here means we can do that, and because of this, that means Earth has a chance. Which is what I like and dislike. Blessing and a curse. Oh god. Blessing and a curse. Eh. Damn you, spooky spider! Now I have to do this entire thing with 1 HP. Oh! That's the spider that got me. Came back to finish the job. So much focus. There's gonna be enemies. Oh, I made it, okay. Sadly, not much better. I only have 1 health. And... I thought it would die in 1 hit. I was wrong. I need all the... This has gotta be... Best run ever. I'm just never gonna get hit the rest of the game. And again, while I have you here, are you gonna do anything for... Oh, stupid spider! Anything interesting for Halloween? I don't think I'm not. I would normally give candy out to kids, but I still don't think it's a good idea. Next year will probably be back to candy year. Although, kids did dress up, but I think it was just like, kind of like, oh, this is normal. But tomorrow I'm going to Universal Studios Hollywood Horror Nights! Oh my god! No way. I haven't been there in forever. Are you excited? Have you been there before? And are you easily terrified? No! That was no! It's so hard. I haven't been there before. This is my first time going to a place where monsters chase you. I think I'm easily terrified. Oh, you're gonna love it and hate it. I had friends that used to work there, and oh, they love to mess with people. They're gonna have a field day with you. I mean, you'll be fine. You're not prone to heart attacks, are you? You don't have a weak heart or heart murmur? Anything we should know about? Just remember to sign the release forms. Prone to choking on my spit as I scream. That's everybody. I choke on air. I do that even when I don't scream. Oh man, the stories I could tell you. There's people that fight back. There's I don't want to say just the ladies, but the men too. There's screamers. There's people that fist fight people. There's people that take it like way too serious. It's like everything's out to get you. This corner is evil. This corner is cursed. That mirror is cursed. That statue is cursed. The exit sign is cursed. Oh god! It can't be done. I don't believe it. I know I'm gonna get... Time to get ballsy. Oh my god, did I load? No, I saved. No, I did load! I meant to save. Okay, that's, unfortunate. Yes. But, while I try to do this, You know what mazes are there again, boy, this year for Horror Nights? I haven't been there in... Oh man, many moons, that's all I'll say. I have no idea. Oh, okay, they usually have... And then... I just told my family I'd come. Oh, you're going with your family! The family that screams together stays together. Okay, now I know I need to... The shield does not save me. I'm just gonna take the loss, because I don't have the skill to get through there. They usually do different things. They usually do things that are themed around, like, horror movies, but because of COVID, I don't think they're, like, in sync with anything. I know Ghostbusters is a thing. They've done Ghostbusters. They've done The Hills Have Eyes, The Mummy, classic movie monsters. They've done The Conjuring. They've done, I was gonna say Twilight. That's not a horror movie, from a certain point of view. I think they've done Saw. They've definitely done Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah. There's a horror franchise I'm trying to think of. Child's Play, maybe? I know there's a Chucky television series that's coming out. They might have a Child's Play maze. But either way, they're pretty awesome. I know Not Salt Boy. He's been to one this year, earlier in the month. He said it was a lot of fun. It's about an hour wait from what I remember him saying, so pack some snacks while you wait in line to get spooked, and then tell us all about it. I can't wait to hear. They were like, you drove with your family, you got to the parking lot, and then you screamed. Oh, wait. Trying to think, was I supposed to come here? So it happens. I think I was. Okay, I think I am. I gotta take the loss, I need the health. I'm gonna take a quick blink break, because my eyes, I feel them getting all crusty. Not that there's ever a good kind of eye crust, but... Alright, let's see. I think I'm supposed to come this way. Huh, maybe not. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to have that equipped. I don't believe I was supposed to, there was something that's supposed to happen there. Oh, I think I know what okay, I think I know. I think I see. Perhaps if I purchased the garlic. I have some clip notes to keep me on track. I'm just trying to be as effective as possible. This game is straight up crazy town. Yes, what I should say. Who do you think in your family is going to scream the most, Game Boy? Would it be yourself? Mama Game Boy? Papa Game Boy? Sister Game Boy? Auntie Yem Boy is gonna scream? Ooh. Now, is she like a screamer where she's like... Is she gonna like scream for like 30 seconds and then not stop until like she leaves the maze? Or is she gonna scream at like every little thing one time? Like a little scream like ah 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 ah! Oh my god! I think she's really jittery. Oh, okay. So she's that kind of screamer. It's either you really, like, you do a really, like, impressive, like, scream for one, like, little thing, or you scream at every little thing, like, nonchalantly. Ow, I totally missed that. Oh, she's gonna... My next question is... Is she... I mean, there's always a family member that, like, self-sacrifices, but does she grab on to family members and, like, push them ahead of her to, like, sacrifice? It's gonna get you, not me! Oh my god, I think I'm stuck here. Oh my god! I don't know, to be honest. Maybe. Because that's, like, straight... That was, like, straight me and my brother. We would be in the maze, and then, like, we would push each other ahead of us. It's like, you go in the front! And he's like, hell nah, you go in the front. And then Papa Ego would be like, nah, I'm going in the front. And so I could just imagine. Twas the garlic. I think. There we go, here he is. I'll give you this silver knife to save your neck. Aw, he missed an awesome rhyme had he said life. I guess I can't pick that up. Can I whip him? Okay. I guess I'm out of here. So, your aunt will scream. He will probably scream. If you are indeed prone to every jump scares. It's a lot of jump scares, to be honest. Some of them you're gonna psych yourself out. It's psychological horror. They're gonna get in your mind, so you're doing like half the damage already to yourself. And they're like, ah, she's confused. Let me quickly walk and tap her shoulder. No! Am I gonna make this jump? Thank God. But yeah, ultimately it should be fun. People go there to have fun. And I think it's pretty awesome that you're going with your family. I've only gone twice with my family. The other times, like way back in the day, many moons ago, I would go with friends. Oh man. It's a good, you do it with your significant other. You learn a lot. Yeah, that's all I can say. You learn a lot. There's so many times I got pushed. That's like, protect me. I'm like, you're not the only one who's afraid, you know? I'm like... I never used to be the biggest person on horror. I'm still not super big on horror, but I'm much more accepting or open to it now as opposed to when I was a youngling. So, it's like very what's the word? You can appreciate the experience. It's just an experience. That's what I tell myself. I gotta you gotta give yourself that family pep talk, like, we're gonna get scared. Some of us aren't gonna make it. Some of us are gonna drop 10 pounds. But the one thing I can tell you is you're all human meat shields to keep me alive. Now let's go, family. And then you can just imagine me doing your theme song. Go again, boys, family, go. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I think that's the Silver Dagger. You know what I wish they did? Or they might do it now, it's been a while, but have you ever been to like Disneyland where like they have the rides where they take pictures as you're like going down like Splash Mountain or something? Or the log ride? So you're like, some of the families like already anticipating the drop and they're like freaking out, and then others like in the back of the log, they're like, this is okay. I wish they'd take pictures of the family, of your family, while they're going through the maze, so you can like see the transition of horror to losing your sanity, being lost to darkness, seeing the light at the end of the awesome maze. That'd be the morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Oh, there we go. I was wondering why that didn't work. I guess I didn't have the right equipped. Alright, here we go. Here's where I save. Never been here before, first time, so we're gonna find out if I have what it takes together. You know what'd be cool? Oh! The slowdown got me. But at least I learned something. Is if at the end, you all buy, like, you either buy or make t-shirts for your family, like, we survived Horror Nights. And then you should, like, I wish someone could take a picture of, like, all of you doing, like, your worst, like, scared face ever, like, truly horrifying, like you've seen a real-life ghost or something. And then you wear them next year to Horror Nights. And they're like, I remember you. Alright, this is just a hunch, but am I supposed to go this way? No. No, I'm not. Now we know for science. Oh. That guy was about to ruin my day. Technically my night. Oh. Get out of here, spooky bats. Oh. I dislike how some of the walls aren't actually walls, but illusions. Manifestations of my own mind. Oh, the slowdown. Am I gonna make it? Sacrificing a lot of health. Jesus, I lost so much health. Oh my god. That's not even... Alright, I think I've accepted the fact that we're not gonna get the good ending. We're gonna get a ending, and that's good enough for me. So technically it's the good ending. No, I fell. I don't think I was supposed to fall. No, definitely wasn't supposed to fall. Okay, learning a lot. I essentially have to do this like twice. Once to get the layout of the dungeon, and then a second to perfect it. Perfect the art. Get my way. Get my way, bat. Yes. But in case I didn't already ask, because short-term memory loss, what is the most terrifying animal you've ever seen in person? Damn, this does so much damage. At least I have triple the health I had last time. I'm half expecting to hear spider. But those are pretty terrifying. Even though I've been told this wasn't the way. I did all that for nothing? Can't be. It can't be! Okay. Ooh, a raccoon? Oh man, I've seen raccoons. I think the most terrifying creature I've ever seen, like, face to face, is a possum. I was like, what the hell is that thing? It was like a giant rat. And I was like, let's not mess with that thing. And it was like hissing at me, and I was like, oh, here's how I die. Death by street possum. I was like, no. Please don't kill me. And then I guess I should have insect, animal, arachnid. Scariest thing you've ever seen in person. Some people are afraid of snakes. Would have accepted a snake. I'm pretty sure there's a fear of dogs. You know, just a good pit bull, Rottweiler. Something that's just like programmed to kill and protect. But a raccoon is very interesting. Where did you find this raccoon? Or how did you come across it? Or how did it stumble from its life into your life? The only time I've seen a pack of raccoons, I've seen a mom and baby raccoons like just straight up run across from me and then run up a tree. And I was like, this is normal. I was going up some Oh! So it was like, it was scavenging for food when you saw it? That's pretty terrifying. It was a raccoon that was on the next flight of stairs, and it was so close to my face. Oh, it got up in your face? Dang. I'm gonna take a hydration break. And just the dark circles around his eyes. Made it look like its eyes. It looked so scary. Jesus. That, okay. In the right circumstance, I guess any animal can just be life-threatening. Oh my, I'm not going that way. Or, I can load. Man, that's... I once heard a story about this guy who went camping. Not even camping, just like went to like a campsite, but they didn't like stay. They didn't actually like camp like out on like the field. They were in like the hotel, and raccoons broke into the hotel room and that like they were eating off of him. They didn't hurt him or anything, but like they sat on him when he was asleep and he started to panic. He's like, help. There's something on me. And he's like, don't move, it's a raccoon. Oh my god. At least you weren't that guy, Yenblay. Or raccoons just decide to like go into your hotel room by a campsite and then eat food off of you. That would have been... Oh god. Oh! My jump. I gotta practice. It's so hard for me to get these jumps. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But still, that's coming face to face. Ow. Unannounced with the raccoon. I could say, do you have like a fear of raccoons? Or are you just like, because of that experience, are you like anti-raccoon now? Where like, I can't have them in my life and I can't be in theirs. Nah. Okay, good. It was just a one-time thing. It was just one scary moment with the raccoon. Good. Because I've had experiences. I had, like, as a kid, I got, like, my face chewed up by a dog when I was, like, 6 or 7. And that kind of horribly, like, just... It gave me, like, this biggest fear of, dogs in general for a long time. I need that steak. Gonna save. Wow, that was... I'm gonna redo that, because... Yeah. But Jesus. These animals. I'll never forget the possum. I remember once a rat fell on my sister. That was scary. She was at a friend's house, and she went into the garage to get like a cup or a napkin or something, and she opened like the cupboard that they had in there, and a rat fell on her shoulder. Oh, fell on her head, like ran down her shoulder and her back, and then she screamed the most horrifying scream like her and her friends ever heard. That was like, ugh. Oh, what the fuck? I cried. She did cry. She was like straight up like horrifying. I've never come close to a rat, let alone have a rat just like come out of a cupboard and then land on top of me and run down my back with its little rat paws, even though they make excellent pets and they're very smart. But still, unannounced. That's the moral of the story. These critters. I missed my jump, and I spawned my enemies. Yeah, it's what can be said. Oh my god! You know, I'm gonna. This jump is gonna. There we go. Nope. Nope. Yep. 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 Yay! Oh my god. And yeah, terrifying. Me with my possum, and I'm like, I'm not terrified. I'll always respect a possum, but it's not an animal I'm looking forward to ever seeing, hopefully ever again in my lifetime, if I can avoid it. Alright, what did I get? You now possess Dracula's heart. Nice! I should say. And it's keeping the focus on spooky things. How big of a fan of Halloween are you, boy? What was Halloween like at Yen, not that big a fan. Interesting. What is your favorite holiday, if you had to choose one? Halloween's like not the most important holiday to me, but like as a kid, it was way more like enjoyable as a kid. Now that I'm an adult and it's just like, I'm a cheerleader, but I'm a slutty cheerleader. I'm a carrot, but I'm a slutty carrot. I'm a referee. I'm a slutty referee. I'm like, alright, we get it. Well, no matter what profession you are, you're a slut. By choice. Only on Halloween, of course. And that's only a certain demographic. I like the holidays where I get the day off work. Yeah, so like federal holidays, we're talking like Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They changed it. It's no longer just Christopher Columbus Day. It's Indigenous people and Columbus, I think now. I'm gonna redo that for my health. What's another holiday we get off? Like Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Abraham Lincoln and George Washington's birthdays. There's a lot of holidays. Not all of them are like... Well, I mean, they're noteworthy, that's why they're holidays. But not all of them warrant having the day off. Thanksgiving. Around yen, boys. Anniversary of thy birth. That's like a whole week off. Depending what you do, potentially. Oh my god. What was Thanksgiving / anniversary like? It was like, were your presents wrapped in like tin foil and then inside was like a drumstick and gravy? Something crazy. It's like, oh, she forgot her new ladle for the gravy. I hear a gift coming. It's kind of like those kids who are born on Christmas, and they either they guilt trip everyone into getting them double the gifts, or they get one super gift that's like, this is Christmas and your birthday, so they get chipped out. Oh god! I was doing so good, and then my mind got ahead of myself. But I've proven I can I keep going the wrong way. But yeah. I gotta think what my favorite holiday is. I really like... I don't know. Christmas seems like an easy one. Thanksgiving's also really good. I mostly like this time of the year. For some strange reason, I feel alive. Like, really alive. Like in tune to the universe. Alive. Whoop! What the hell? But I can't... All the holidays I'm thinking of are like in the beginning of the year. I'm a real big fan of April Fool's Day. Just because I love jokes, I love to laugh, and I love to do pranks. Jump, son! That's why I saved. What? Ooh, the game got me good. Okay, hold on. For science. Alright. I learned the strat. Back, forward. Yeah. It just wasn't meant for me. Okay, back. Pro strat. But here's another question. If you could make a holiday, what would your holiday be, and where in the calendar year would you put it? I don't think I can make that jump. I'm dumb. Can totally make it. Think about it. I know I need to make a holiday. If you could, for any reason, you want to celebrate anything. Could be yourself, could be something you love, could be a particular hobby, could be an aspect of life. There's so many random holidays that anything I come up with, someone's already made it. Boba Day! Look it up for me. Does Boba Day already exist? Or do you have the patent? Are we crowdsourcing it right here? Boba Day. I'm down. Boba Day sounds awesome. What happens on Boba Day? Are Bobas like mandatorily everyone gets one free boba at participating locations? Are Bobas like half off all day for the entire like day? Free boba for all! Yeah, see? Your holiday benefits everybody. We appreciate the boba. I'm gonna save again. I like that. That's a really good one. Damn, that's like really good. Starting strong again, Yen Boy. Right off the gate. Huh. Now I'm trying to think, if I were to make a holiday, what would I do? Oh, and I forgot to ask, what calendar date does Boba Day take place? What month? What day? I know, it kinda really doesn't matter too much, but I'm just curious to find out. Beginning of the year? During the summer? What's like the pinnacle time to get free boba? March 15th. Wow! Is there... That was quick. Ow! And then I got knocked back. Spooky spiders! How did I miss? Damn, is everything just trying to... I mean, everything's always trying to kill me, but... Jesus! The 15th because it's in the middle. I don't know. Alright. There can be no rhyme or reason. That does not, you know, doesn't have to be. It can be for the sake of the day, just because you like it.